Hi, I'm Jale. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a collective reading for the sign of Aquarius for March 2020. So if you have Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Stellium in Aquarius, this more than likely will be for you. If you start maybe watching the reading and feel that maybe it isn't, I would be checking out the other signs that I've recorded for March. Tomorrow I'll be recording the Pisces one, so stay tuned for that. And then starting from Thursday, we're going to be looking at pick a card readings. Post in the comments if you have a request. We can certainly have a look at that, but I do have quite a lot already planned. So as usual, we're going to link in with Spirit and get some insights. And then we're going to be using the Psychic Tarot for the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck by John Holland, and then we're going to be utilising Oracle cards for outcomes. So today obviously will be the full moon in Virgo. And also Mercury is finally going direct, as it has been in retrograde. You've got 2 week shadow period coming up, but also we've got the Sun conjunct Neptune in the sign of Pisces. Pay attention for the next couple of weeks to be a bit bumpy, more confusion, a lot of confusion going on in the collective here, not just for Aquarius. Before I started filming this, I was extraordinarily nervous. I don't think that was my energy. I think it was possibly someone I'm picking up on. Someone's worried about being picked. You're going to be picked. Don't worry about that. It's like job interviews, worried about that. Majority of you, if you feel like that, you're going to be okay. Don't panic. So a few bits and pieces coming up. Obviously we've got on the 21st of March, we've got the first day of spring. The sun will be going into Aries, so obviously quite dynamic energy, away from that kind of more confused, very kind of Neptunian, elusive energy that I feel like we've been going through. Again, it's brand new beginnings. This is the start of spring, so brand new astrological cycle starting from Aries, and yeah, sort of new prospects, new beginnings. 22nd of March, we've got Jupiter, Pluto, Mars conjunct in Capricorn, Moon conjunct Mercury in Pisces, the Sun conjunct Chiron in Aries, and Saturn is on the cusp of Aquarius. So with the Moon conjunct Mercury, there's a lot of emotionally illusionary energy that will probably be brought up to the surface, because the Sun will be in Aries at this point. Lots of false starts, a lot of kind of dynamic, direct, kind of passionate movement. Just be aware that possibly when this died down, that maybe you'll be seeing things differently. So just be aware of that. Because Sun would be conjunct in Chiron. Chiron is the wounded healer. Pay attention for any ego traps, anything triggering you to sort of make a reaction to something. Just pay attention for that. The energy is going to be carrying on up until the 25th. 22nd of March, as I say, that was the 23rd of March. The moon will then conjunct Neptune. So again, very confusing energy even still. But this time with obviously the sun in Aries, just be aware of making very quick movements without really being understanding of what exactly is going on. And then the 24th of March, we've got the moon conjunct Sun and Chiron in Aries. Still all the way up until the 25th of March, when the Sun conjunct Chiron and Saturn will be moving into Aquarius. So a little bit of a respite there around the kind of 25th, but the Sun still being in sort of conjuncting Chiron, there's still maybe some element of, I'm hearing this element of surprise. So I wouldn't be making any quick movements or quick fast moving decisions. As I say, pay attention from the 21st to the 25th of March. Lot of moving parts, lots of illusionary energy. It's meant to bring things up to be released rather than acting on anything. I feel like we may need to let the dust settle towards the end of March before anything is known, I want to say. So if you're confused about something, I wouldn't even be attempting to figure that out. I'm just going to be real. This energy is like just a bit of a hot mess. Like you've probably been seeing in the collective a lot of panic energy. These dates, I feel you may get to see a bit more of that. So just be aware, you know, put in practical provisions in place so that you're not caught up in that, because fear can breed sort of low vibrational energy. We don't want to attract that. So as I say, just some few bits and pieces to pay attention to. Apart from that, Aquarius for the month of March, I'm hearing dynamic movement forward, but let's have a look at what Spirit want to say here. Obviously, as usual, I'm going to be channeling via Spirit and using the cards. Let's see what Spirit want to bring forward for Aquarius for March using the deck here. Let's see what they want to tell us. I did pre-shuffle the deck. I'm hearing the game playing has to end. The game playing has to end. Patience. Hanged Man. I wouldn't be relying on anything as fact. I just wouldn't rely on anything as fact. Yeah. Look, we've got the Ace of Swords in reverse here. This is illusionary energy. This is a lack of clarity, a lack of understanding, a lack of verbal dialogue, a lack of truth, just a lack, all right? Wait it out, wait it out. We've got Chariot in reverse as well. Hold your horses, okay? Because it's in the reverse, if there was a more dynamic kind of energy to this, I'd be saying there'd be triumph. But I feel like if you're going to forge forward with anything this month, I just keep, you know that song, Two Can Play That Game? I keep hearing that song, Two Can Play That Game. Just be aware that if this is you caught in a power struggle, I wouldn't even be entertaining that right now, because I feel like someone's putting a mirror up to you. It's like, if you aren't telling the truth, then you won't get the truth either. If you aren't being patient, then you will have to apply. It's like anything you are in energetically at this point is going to be reflected back at you. We've also got the Tower card here. There's disruption on its way, all right? We've also got the Three of Swords, okay? So this is heart ache and loss. This is an emotionally disruptive energy. I feel like if you were to push something forward at this point, something could snap. Someone is potentially not being honest with you either. Bottom of the deck, Four of Pentacles, firm foundations here. So they're just saying, be honest, but make sure that there's not a cost to that. So like, make sure there's not a cost to that. And you've got some decisions coming up. So the Two of Pentacles here. So I wouldn't be moving forward at all until you are making some clear decisions. And I really don't think you're going to be making too much of those this month. I feel like this is a contemplative energy as opposed to making a direct movement or action. They're just they're advising against anything kind of oh wow, that's gone over the other side of the room. One sec. Yeah, they're advising that this has to be utilized, okay? If you are confused, possibly you are not aligning with this energy, they want you to make sure that you are connecting directly to your higher self and your own guidance in order to navigate through this, because otherwise it's a trap. This is like you're being caught in a trap deliberately, because it's like maybe you are trying to forge something through or push something through or speed things up. They're just saying don't do it, because look, we've got choose wisely here as well. Okay, this is the Seven of Cups. So there's decisions to be made on a multitude of different levels, not just on an emotional level, but there's also Four of Swords, which is about meditative kind of energy here and respite. Don't be, again, the overwhelming energy here is just observe. Don't act, just observe. Bottom of the deck, we've got transformation, which I think is temperance. So again, this is about decision making and not acting until you've got all of the information. Just don't act until you know everything about the situation. Now you might sit here and go, yeah, I already do. This is death. So this is about transformation here. This is a transformative energy. Okay, very Scorpio energy. Yeah. What else can you tell me, please, about Aquarius? Yeah. Seven of Pentacles, don't act. We've got, again, more waiting. This is like, I think we've now hit against every single weight energy on in the deck. This is not a time for action. This is not a time for, let's just kind of throw everything all in and then just hope that this is going to be the case. This is a, don't do anything until you know and have seen all the moving parts. Because look, we've got Nine of Swords here. This is the wounded warrior energy. So maybe this is a move acting out of anger that they don't want you to make. There's a risk of going or aligning onto a path that is not yours. And this is what they're trying to save. you're not seeing things clearly, and that's why they're trying to hold you back a little bit. Not because you know, they don't want you to succeed, but because they want you to succeed. Yeah. I'm hearing something about the test of time, standing the test of time. They're saying if this is, I don't know if you can hear that, but someone started a lawnmower. I mean, it's kind of confirming what I'm saying. It's like standing the test of time. If this is actually going to be for you, then it will stand the test of time. They're clearing the path. They're trying to clear the path for you, because I feel like you might come out of the other end of this and be like, I don't want this. I don't want this. And this is what they're trying to demonstrate. So if you were to act now, if you were to act now, then it's going to be essentially having to be reshuffled at some point later down the line. Ace of Wands now reversed. So the Ace of Wands upright is about acting on something, and the Ace of Wands reversed. So, I mean, the overriding energy here is don't just wait. Hold your horses. Bottom of the deck, solitude. Bottom of the deck, solitude. What else, please, can you tell me for Aquarius for the month of March 2020, please? Yeah. Stand your ground, Seven of Wands. Stand your ground. But don't be pushed and swayed in a different direction. That's why I think another reason why they want you to kind of gain clarity on things. Now, obviously, this video will be going out on the full moon and on a time when Mercury has suddenly, you know, sort of gone, well, it's paused before it goes direct. And then we've got a shadow period, but also the Sun is conjunct Neptune, so there's a lot of either heightened intuition or confusing energy. Whilst you're observing and kind of contemplating what to do, make sure you are standing your ground and honouring your boundaries. That's really important, because it could well be that you're being prepared to move forward to something else. Moving on. Six of Swords. I'm hearing poems now. Someone's reading a poem to me. I don't know what this poem is. Something about money. Someone's taken a loss here, monetary wise. What else can you tell me, please? And now we've got a celebration. Three of Cups. Friendship and family. It could be, now do excuse me with the lawnmower, I don't know, hopefully you can hear me. It could be that you're taking some space, you're kind of recalibrating, and then you'll be focusing your energy around people that matter. It could be that you have just moved away from a love interest here, or you've decided to put it's like maybe you've stood your ground and you've tried to sort of ascertain something or to stay in a situation that wasn't working, and maybe I don't know, put it this way, there's definitely a pause this month, then at the end it's like there's a celebration. So yeah, sacrifice. So let's have a look. So what else can you tell me, please? Yeah, there's something new beginning. Ace of Pentacles, but they don't want it to kind of, again, it's like a false start. They don't want a false start, but there is, I mean, this is potentially a new job. This is potentially moving. Prosperity begins, but this is again very springtime energy, which is about new growth, new beginnings. What else can you tell me, please, about March for Aquarius? What else can you tell me, please, Spirit, for Aquarius? Yeah, look, we've got the this is the power card, so this is strength. This is also a sign to Leo energy. It's a fire sign. Someone is allowing a layer of themselves to be released, and then they're starting afresh, but they're doing it in a very assertive manner. This is it's like you're holding yourself back from something that you, number one, know isn't serving you, or you're having the confidence, there's a reboot in your confidence that is going to allow you to propel forward. And this is the beginning part of spring. So it could be that this is going to carry you through into summer, and there's going to be something, because obviously in the springtime it's very symbolic of planting seeds ready for harvesting. And this is definitely, has a remnants of that. So there's something about you empowering yourself here based on this energy that is going to bring you something, possibly in the springtime, possibly in the summer latest. Okay, but there's definitely a new project underway here that serves a purpose, but it also, I don't know, maybe some of you have been alienating yourself from people, and or you've been kind of hermiting yourself, and for some reason, I don't know why, but I'm trying not to yawn here, so maybe you've been very drained and you've kind of kept yourself away, but this time it's like you're ready to let something go and to move forward and to sort of reconnect with people. We've also got the financial and material changes here, so there's an improvement. This is the Five of Pentacles. Now, yes, you could have at some point had a loss, okay? There could have been a breakup, there could have been a situation that you had to let go of, and this is you rebuilding that and sort of overcoming that. And there's an upgrade based on an improvement, because it's like you've let go of something that wasn't serving you. Potentially it was something around someone that wasn't being honest or had been deceitful, maybe they'd been cheating that you had to let go of. But just to remind you, there is some positive movement forward here. Okay, this is the Eight of Pentacles, so it's about putting work into yourself and honouring you. Okay, so this is all that you're going to be seeing. So if you're you're watching this video right now thinking, well, I can't, this is further, there's no way I can see myself in this energy, don't give up. You've got to remember, sometimes it's the darkest before the dawn, and sometimes it is extraordinarily difficult when you're suffering from a loss to be able to see the way out, right? Just trust and have faith that at some point there is going to be a lifting of this energy. This energy is extraordinarily dense. This energy is extreme. I mean, look at what's going on in the media. People are like losing their minds. So just self-preservation. Just, you know, make sure you're doing your self-care, topping yourself up, all the normal things. Aquarius, please, for March. What else can you tell us, please? Aquarius for March. Yeah, look. Solitude. Just make sure you're looking after yourselves. This is very much that hermit energy that I mentioned before. Find your inner light. Go within and try and look for that inner light. If you can't see that anywhere around you, look for it within you. Whether that's through meditation, whether it's through connecting with a spirit guide, an ancestor, whatever you feel uplifts you, do it, you know? Okay, this is also High Priestess. So this is about an upgrade in intuition. Maybe you're practicing development classes. Maybe you are experiencing ascension symptoms. You don't know what they are. I mean, to be honest with you, I'm going to put a link in the description box. I do have a spiritual support group on Facebook. If you do want to join, by all means, come join us. I'll put the link in the description box. It is a peer-led group. Okay, so again, what that means essentially is that, you know, you come in if you want some help. Obviously, you know, let someone know. Usually it's me. We can have a look into that, and then obviously when you're feeling a bit better about things, you know, if someone else reaches out, then maybe, you know, if you feel drawn to help, then you help. It's peer-led, so everyone helps out when they can, but obviously self-preservation, self-care is priority. You top your own cup up first, and then when you're ready to help, you help if you can. That's it. That's as simple as it gets. As I say, link is in the description box. If you're interested, please do join. If you're indifferent, then, you know, it's up to you. We've got the Eight of Swords here, so trapped in fear. Someone is scared about potentially letting something go and trusting that there's something better out there. There is. There is. Maybe you don't want to move forward because you think if you move forward, there's going to be nothing else better for you. And so you're holding on to something that doesn't serve you. They're saying take some sort of time to connect with yourself and figure out what it is you want, because this energy is very confusing. But your intuition, someone's also having dreams, so make a note. I mean, put it this way, if you can remember your dreams, that's not a dream, that's a message. But I would be making a note after you wake up and sort of monitor it, because I feel like there's a lot of messages coming through. But the High Priestess, there's also an intuitive element to you that you know you're being told, but you're not listening to, because you're scared. Because it may bring an end to something, and you're scared to acknowledge that, because again, it's a You're worried about letting go. You're worried about change. You're worried about what's going to come. Bottom of the deck, the World. So there's a cycle ready to be closed out here, but it's when you're ready to do it. And we've got the Chariot. This is Triumph. So remember at the beginning of the reading, it was upside down. Now it's upright. Now it's upright. So as I say, it's like something is ready to be released, and when it is released, there will be triumph. There will be something positive coming from it. Okay. We've also got Wisdom here, which is the Hierophant. So again, if you go within and you're connecting with your higher self and taking some time for yourself and getting some space, you probably will start being able to piece things together. I'm also hearing it's like, I don't know if it's friends or if it's a loved one or someone is not, maybe you've outgrown it and you feel like they're maybe not as good a, it's like, you know, when you have people around you that are not great influences, that's the vibe I'm getting here. All right, because we've also got someone's intuition is trying to tell them that, but we've also got the devil energy. So this can be addictions. This can be anything that's a kind of low vibrational in nature, maybe fear, sex addiction and gambling addiction, alcohol, drugs. It doesn't have to be that extreme. It can just be someone who's a bit negative. Close out those cycles. Don't feel like, oh well, I've known them since I was 10. I've got to be around them still. Trust me, not everyone you know for so long is meant to follow your path with you. Sometimes it's just for a season. Sometimes it's just for a specific reason, and that's it. You let them go and you move forward. But just trust that the universe will bring these things or new things to you when you close a door. And if they don't, then there might be something you're missing. Like if you're trying to move forward and you can't and you're stuck, there's usually a good reason for that. Either you've forgotten something, you've missed something, or you're holding on to something that you shouldn't be holding on to. Bottom of the deck, sacral chakra. Okay, so this is the emotional center, this is the sexual center, this is the center that brings you joy. This is just below your belly button here, and this is also ruling the female's womb, you know, sort of sexual organs, and obviously the males. Someone could feel or have like an attachment to someone here that is, you know, they don't want to let go of it because they feel like if they did, they're going to be alone. Maybe you identify with that person and that's the only person you identify with in the world. Maybe that is that is the one person you feel that is connecting you to all things. And I'm here to tell you that, okay, at one point maybe that was the way in, but this is not, doesn't have to be the end, you know. It's like even if you were to sort of remove that connection or sort of walk away from that kind of person or situation, it doesn't mean to say you're never going to experience that again. Usually what it means is this was a taster ready to allow you to progress into something even better. Because don't forget, this is a very symbolic time, springtime, you know. This is the start of, number one, we're in the 2020s, so it's a brand new decade, but also a brand new astrological cycle. So this is when, you know, it's the lambing season. It's when all the, you know, the calves are being born, and it's when, you know, it's like when the flowers are, you know, beginning to be kind of planted to be ready to bloom. It's a very symbolic season of life, okay? And this is the kind of time before the 21st of March, in my opinion, is to be closing out old cycles. Now, okay, yeah, you've probably heard me say that a million times, but there's a reason I'm saying it. Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac before a brand new astrological cycle. Usually it is indicative of very emotionally charged energy that is meant to submerge you into a very deep kind of experience whereby it's like transmutation via water. It's like, you know, healing via water. It's like to push you right into the depths of that very kind of deep ocean emotional experience for you to be so kind of lost almost, but you have to find a way to connect to yourself in order to recenter yourself, to find your 0 point, to find you. And you can do that, but it's like things that are going to be showing you that are, you know, the things that to be released, you know, try and honor those, because it's not to sort of be cruel and be like, you know, we're going to give you something but you have to now release it. This is to make you stronger. This is not to kind of punish you or, you know, to make you feel like you're never going to have solid ground. This is to upgrade you. This is like, we're releasing the old to get the better stuff in, you know. So if you're sat there going, yeah, but you know, this junk food brings me comfort, or I don't know, this person makes me feel good. You've got to learn, in my opinion, obviously you don't have to do any of this. This is just an advisory, you know, just to help. In my opinion, humble opinion, in order to really stand your own ground and sort of, you know, stand on your own 2 feet, it is of a much healthier nature for you to rely on your own resources and inner resources than an external resource, because you are going to be all together so much more stronger than that. I went on a major tangent, but someone needed to hear that. I apologise if you didn't. Again, this is a general reading. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Yeah, this solar plexus chakra. Someone needs to gain more confidence. This is about willpower. Someone needs to learn about how to... Okay, I'm going to be real with you. Yeah, look, heartache and loss. Someone doesn't want to let go of something. I will be real with you. I'm going to just do the shock tactics, because usually I lip service what I say about these kind of things, but I'm just going to keep it 100% real. I have been broken down a million times. A million times I've begged. I've even sat and screamed at my guides going, why? What did I sign up for? What I don't understand this. I'm lost. I'm confused. I don't get it. I like, why are you doing this? You know, I've had experiences where I didn't think I'd come out alive. Yes, I've had near-death experiences. And I've lost everything. I've been to the bottom, and then when I thought that I couldn't get any further at the bottom, I got even further to the bottom. I do have a Scorpio moon, okay? I do have some extreme planets that are clearly designed to break me over and over and over again, and to sort of, as soon as you think you can't go through more pain, break me again. The only way to deal with these things is to walk directly into it. That sounds ridiculous and ludicrous, but if you sidestep pain, or you try and make excuses as to sort of, you know, why you can't do something, it is going to get worse. Okay, and I'll give you an example. So I got really ill, and I was in bed for like 2 years. I literally couldn't move. I was so ill. I was dizzy. It was just awful. Okay, I had labyrinthitis a couple of years before that. Almost lost my hearing, and then I spent 2 years in bed, and it was like I lost everything. Like, my friends, people couldn't relate to it. You end up losing everyone. Okay, the ones that aren't meant to be staying in your life. I literally gave up alcohol. I gave up meat. I gave up literally everything. I gave up smoking. I'd smoked for 27 years because I was like, I feel like I'm going to die. Like, I need to do something about this. And I ended up healing myself to the point where I'm here, okay? And I ended up cold turkeying, removing, you know, my nicotine addiction, because I was like, this feels awful. Like, I need to do something about this. I need to just strip this down to basics and help myself here, okay? And that was hard. It was like I had like a week-long headache where I felt like a clamp was on my head because of the cold turkey, like lack of nicotine symptoms. And okay, that's a really extreme set of examples, and I'm sure not many people are going to sit and go, yeah, I totally understand that. But I can only talk from my own experience, and what I'm here to tell you is that was my lesson. That wasn't, you know. And the one thing I will say to you is the part of it was for me to understand how to empower myself even further. Now, you might sit there and think that's extreme. That's my path. That was part of the things that I'm here to learn. It's part of my soul contract. It's part of what I signed up for. I can't sit here as a psychic and go, yeah, I really want to do this. I want to have my gifts, but I don't want to do the work. Sorry, you know, entitlement complex. I want to have, you know, all my healing ability and my intuition, but I don't want to learn anything. Can you just skip that part? Like, how does that work? You can't have both. You can't pick and choose. And I was told a long time ago, you are going to have to pick and choose whether you are in this path or you're not. You can't have one foot in, one foot out. And yes, my path is extreme. And yes, I've dedicated my life to it for the last 2 years. Even now, I dedicate my life to it. I don't really have a life. That's something I'm learning, you know, to balance as well. But I'm honouring me, and I'm learning still. So, and I'm listening to my guides, and I'm trying to practice my self-care and sort of move forward. The point behind all of this drama that I've explained to you is you are going to come out of this, and you're going to look back and be like, why did I not do this sooner? Why did I not do this sooner? Like, okay, now sometimes I watch people smoking and I think, you're so lucky. Like, you know, that was the good old days, like, you know what I mean? But I don't want to be 60 and can't breathe and relying on money. I can't even get on an airplane for more than a few hours because I'm worried that I'm gonna have to smoke. Like, that's ludicrous. That's a control. Something's controlling me, you know. I don't want to be under that kind of energy. That's awful, you know. Do not underestimate yourself. Heartbreak and loss and the solar plexus chakra. This is teaching you willpower. This is trying to teach you your own strength. Now, I can hear someone getting upset and emotional. I can hear someone that's doing that right now watching this video, female. I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can do this. You know you can do this because this is the thing. They're not going to give us anything we can't handle. Now, okay, you might sit there and go, oh my goodness, like, even after what you've gone through, you know that you'd still welcome that. I have not come this far to. I was going to swear them, but I'm not allowed to because YouTube will be mean. I've not come this far to start sidestepping things that I need to walk straight through. Like, I'm sorry, but and you probably the same. If you're in this energy, you're probably going to relate to that. You probably have not come this far to sit and go, right, I can't do this last bit, or, you know, because I feel like you're on the periphery of change here. So if you've struggled, if you've had financial issues, if you've had friendship issues, whatever issues you've had, you're on the precipice of change. And this is one last push that you need. And you can do this, okay? I feel like I'm getting emotional because I feel like I'm definitely tapping into a group of people here. Now, as you can see, both of these cards are 3. There's 2 number 3 cards here. Now, first of all, that's 6, which is Virgo energy. So it's very healing, very love energy, very loving. So first of all, I want to say that you are very much loved. Don't ever sit in doubt, because I feel like someone may have even contemplated not being here much longer. And I would like to extend my hand to you and say, you are needed here. You are needed here. Do not underestimate the value of yourself in this world. Don't ever underestimate that. I'm getting emotional thinking about this, okay? 3s are also about mind, body, spirit, okay? The Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. This is about the Holy Trinity. There's something about this that is broadening you and your strength that is needed. It's like you're getting your warrior stripes. There's a gift at the end of this. Yes, throughout all of these struggles, there's a gift. 100% there's a gift. The last time I had my last near-death experience, I got my healing ability. Now, a little bit extreme way of gifting someone that kind of thing, but don't underestimate it. Don't underestimate your journey. And this is the thing. Maybe you're sat there going, yeah, but I don't fit in anywhere. You know, I feel like I'm totally alien. That's going to, trust me, if you feel like that, number 1, I totally relate to you. And number 2 is because you're meant to change things here. You are meant to be here. If you feel like you don't fit in, it's because you're here to create something new. Don't ever underestimate that. And I've got the chills even talking about this. So there's someone here that's a very high level starseed and or healer and or light worker that needs to hear this information, because they are being they're underestimating themselves. Speak up, throat chakra. Speak up. You have your truth. You know your truth. Don't sit and go, yeah, but if I speak out, no one's going to believe me. Welcome to my world. No one's believed me since I literally came out of the womb. No one's ever believed anything. Obviously, up until when I started working. And then people were kind of getting readings going, actually, you know. But until you find your thing, yeah, I get you. I totally get it. Because people are going to look at you going, they did with me. Oh, that can't be right. You know, like, even when I literally have had my near-death experiences, people that are not on this journey have judged that and gone, she's lying. Cool. What do you want me to, what do you want me to say to that? Obviously, your third eye is closed, otherwise you would be able to confirm this. So don't waste your time explaining or expressing yourself to people that are absolutely convinced into not understanding you. If you're misunderstood, I'd take that as a blessing right now, because the collective, or let's say the majority of people are still asleep, and we need people like you to honor yourself and express yourself, because usually you guys know what you're talking about. Throat chakra, transformation. All right, there's something here that needs to be expressed. Shadow side. Okay, what is it that is in your truth that you don't want to live by, or you're scared to express, or you don't know if you want to see? This is the moon, very illusionary energy. Let me just get another card here. Two of Cups. This is around a love connection now, that someone is having a very difficult time deciding. They are faced with a confusing task at hand. They may not be communicating. It's like someone's trying to hold on. Let me just get some more cards here. What is throat chakra with transformation reverse? Yeah, sacrificed, hanged man. Someone is trying to sacrifice a connection and themselves because they are confused about how to move forward, and because they're not moving forward, they're sacrificing themselves, and they're not speaking out about it either. And if they are speaking out about it, one or both parties are not speaking out about it. We've got the Seven of Swords here, so deception and envy. We've got the Light card, which is the Star, and then we've got positive moving forward in reverse. Okay, so we've got the Eight of Pentacles, we've got the Seven of Swords, and then we've got the Star card. So someone is trying to convince themselves that in the future things will get better, and in the future things will be improving, and there's a healing process underway, so we should just continue as we are. Spirit's saying don't do that. They're saying don't do that. It's a false pretense. Someone could be expressing themselves to you as if they're, you know, all systems go, green light, you know, this is brilliant, keep going with that. Keep going with that, you know, because we've got the throat chakra here as well. So, you know, that might be expressed in that way. But the transformation, someone's wearing a mask. Are they really honest with what they're saying? Are they really honest with what they're saying? Or is this just an illusionary energy? And what expenses that come at even? At the expense of you? You need to make a decision, because someone is not on board with your own path. Someone is not on board with your own path here, and it's causing you to be led astray and or moved onto another track that may not be your own. We've got the rejoice and celebration, so there could be a reunion of some sorts here, maybe based on these words that someone's given you. But this is also, there could have been competition, there could have been a third party involved here. But the obstacles and challenges aren't over. There's the obstacles and challenges have not been removed yet. Someone is not moving on. It's like they may come back towards you and say, yeah, you know, I've moved on, that person's no longer in my life, you know, all good, let's start back together, you know, let's see how things go between us. But the problem here is that it's not, you know, it's not totally straightforward, because there's a choice to be made, and there's someone under a lot of mental conflict. Yeah, this is why do not act, wait and game. This is not the time to be going, yeah, let's put all my eggs in one basket, because it's just not. Yeah, this is a reconciliation from the past. This is someone that wants to come back, who may have had a third party, who I don't know if they're really able to kind of offer anything yet, because there's still other people around them. But you do have someone from the past coming back. Not for everyone. There's going to be a few of you that this is not going to apply to, but there's a majority. If you're watching this thinking, that's why I came here to see if this person would come back, the answer is yes. Okay, but all is not as it seems. So you're going to need to decide what you're going to want to do there. But I wouldn't be making any I wouldn't be making any quick choices with this. Okay, let's get a few more for Aquarius for the month of March. Yeah, look, justice in the reverse, truth in the reverse. Okay, someone's not being honest, all right? And there's potentially also a little bit of karma at stake here. And we've also got the Four of Pentacles here. So someone's trying to build foundations, but it's like they're holding on too tight. There could be also an impact around the financial and the sort of material side of things because of this, but altogether there is a lot of conflict going on here. So just, I wouldn't be, look out as well for any court proceedings, because again we've got justice here. Make sure that you're not sacrificing everything for someone, especially if there's sort of another party involved, or that you know you don't know where you stand with them. Just be careful. Yeah, look, 9 of Cups, fulfillment of wishes. This is I don't know, I feel like someone wants to kind of rebuild something, because we've got material and spiritual prosperity there underneath the firm foundation. Let's have a look. What is truth reversed with the 9 of Cups? What is truth reversed, justice reversed with the 9 of Cups, fulfillment of wishes? Yeah. You can at some stage have positive movement forward here. This is the 8 of Pentacles, but it's going to require work. And this is going to take some time. It's about building a practical foundation here. Building a practical foundation. And then this is Temperance. So this is about balance and healing, and also a reconciliation. So it's financial and material changes. This is the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. So if someone ghosted you previously, they're coming back. But it's going to be after a lot of toing and froing. What is the 2 of Swords? Yeah. We've got the 8 of Swords here, trapped in fear, underneath the mental conflict. So there is a positive outcome, but there's still an element of this person that is going to be a little bit all over the place, where they're kind of undecided. Now the 8 of Swords and the 2 of Swords makes the 10 of Swords, so there's an ending here coming. Let's clarify. What is the mental conflict and trapped in fear, please? What is the 2 of Swords with the 8 of Swords? Yeah. So if they need space, let them have space. If you need space, you obviously, you know, take your time and have space. But there is something positive that will be moving or changing with this situation, and possible reconciliation. So let's pull some outcome cards here for you guys. Let's pull some outcome cards. Pull the Oracle Romance Angels first of all. Aquarius. Aquarius, please. Aquarius for the month of March 2020, please. Aquarius, what is the outcome, please? What is the outcome? I've just seen release your ex. So there could have been someone that was in a third party that is now finally letting that go. Let's have a look. Outcome for Aquarius, please. March 2020. What is the outcome? What is the outcome? Okay, so we've got finances and career. It says financial issues are a factor in your love life right now, so maybe someone's been waiting to get that resolved before they come back forward. And then we've got passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Outcomes, please, for Aquarius. March 2020. What is the outcome, please? And it says pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Okay, so obviously just follow your intuition with that there. Bottom of the deck is attraction. And then let's pull a few more to wrap this up. Okay, so Aquarius. Spirit, what is the outcome for Aquarius, please? March 2020. What is the outcome, please, Spirit? What is the outcome for Aquarius for the month of March 2020? Come to the edge. So there could be a risk involved here with this. It says come to the edge, number 36, that's a 9 number, so an end of a closing of a chapter. But there is a risk involved here, all right? But make sure everything is in line and order first. And then you've got new life, something brand new coming in here, all right? That's another 39 card. No, we had 36 and 39. So we've got 12, 3 and 3 and 9 may be a significant number or numbers. New life, that's pretty decent. And final card, imagine. Okay, so co-creating, you know, cosmic ordering. Imagine what you can manifest. It's a manifestation card, that one. Okay, guys, that was your reading for Aquarius for the month of March 2020. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. All of your likes, shares, and subscriptions means a lot to me. Thank you so much. I'll put the link in for the Facebook group if you want to join up. Brilliant. Tomorrow's reading is Pisces for March 2020. Then we're going to be starting picking cards, as I mentioned before, on the Thursday. Don't forget, Wednesdays we don't post. It's only Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday that we post around 8 to 10, maybe 11 p.m. GMT, and then Wednesday we don't. And then, as I say, pick cards starting up on the Thursday. So guys, take care, have a wonderful month. I wish you guys all the best of luck, and yeah, thank you so much.